Alright guys, Fulu coming to you with another video. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope, in this current circumstances that you guys are staying focused too. I just saw a little bit of something on the news and it looks like there's a protest at the White House. Now, I don't know what the protest is in regards to. Chances are it's probably in regards to the shooting. I don't know. I really don't care at this point. At this point, man, protests to me are just like normal occurrences now. They're just like normal things. They're just normal engineering things. But anyhow, man, I'm just gonna digress right now. But what I really wanted to talk about was the one specific fight that took place tonight, and you already know who I'm going to talk about, so I don't even need to mention his name, but I'm going to mention his name anyway. Um, Erislandy, the American Dream Lara. Uh, you know, for me, this is just me personally. I can speak for myself. Watching an Erislandy Lara fight, if you're a boxer, in essence will teach you how to box. He is a master boxer, okay? And I will say that he doesn't use as much movement as he used to, say, for example, during the Canelo fight, where he was moving quite a bit. But he does so many of the little things well, and so many of the things that many fighters lack well, that he can kind of get away with his lack of movement. I mean, the guy he fought, I think Greg Vendetti or something, Greg something like that. That dude only had one game plan. And that one game plan was basically to wear Erislandy Lara down, try to take him into the deep waters, and try to just gnaw him. That's basically what the plan was for this fighter, was just gnaw him. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Certain times during the fight, it looked like he fought with his head down. Like, I was very confused. Like, why is this guy doing that? Because guess what? With him fighting with his head down, all he was susceptible to really was, eating shots. I mean, he ate many left hands. He ate check hooks. He ate uppercuts. I mean, he ate quite a bit of things. I'm not gonna lie to you. After the fight, I mean, it looked like Erislandy Lara, if he wanted to, he can go hit the club. You know? But the thing is with the other guy, it really looked like he took so much damage. I mean, it kind of looked like a car accident, that he was in a car accident. So that just goes to tell you that he was blocking shots with his head, and he lacked head movement, and he lacked footwork. You know what I mean? With Erislandy Lara, this is the thing about him. Okay? I'm not gonna sit here and hype him up like he hasn't lost a step, because I mean, let's face it, Erislandy Lara has been in some wars. I mean, he had a war with her, and that fight can take a lot out of you due to how big Hurd is and due to the way he fought Hurd. Even though he tied with Brian Castano, I mean, he was pretty much in the pocket with that fight. I mean, he did not really move around in that fight. So even that fight, can take a toll. So, with all of this being said, yes, Erislandy Lara has lost a bit of his athleticism, but because he is an elite boxer, because he has such a high ring IQ, he is still a 154 pounder that you can't just like put by the wayside. You know, he's still a guy who can give problems. You know what I mean? And so, with that being said, I would like to see him in there with I would like to see him in there with, like, I don't know at this point, maybe the top guys. I mean, maybe he can get the um, Rosario Charlo winner, perhaps. Maybe he can get, I don't know, possibly or maybe what can happen is he can do maybe like a WC, or maybe do a eliminator with a dude like Erickson Lubin, and then that winner gets the winner of Charlo Rosario. I mean, at this point with Erislandy Lara, when I watch that fight, if you're into boxing, then you take notes. You know, when you watch a dude like Erislandy Lara, when you watch a dude like Demetrius Andrade, when you watch that type of fighter, you take notes. You just really like try to get out your notepad and see what they are doing. Because one thing that Erislandy Lara did is he basically, the whole fight, he very rarely threw a strong jab. Most of the fight he threw flicker jabs to just find his range. But then once he threw flicker jabs, he found his range, and that right hand found a home. You know, that's the one thing that occurred with that, with his jab. You know, there were other points of the fight where he decided he wanted to engage with him, and what he would do is he would use a very high guard, and then that high guard would, in essence, you know, because he knows how to use it so effectively, there was one point in the fight where he pieced together like a kind of like check hook uppercut combo, which worked to great effect with the opposition he was facing. Now, when you look at Erislandy Lara, he proves that, you know, that the tangibles are what matter, and the tangibles last you long. Because when you look at him, the thing is this: if you're a fighter who decides that you're gonna just be in wars and you're just gonna block shots with your heads, I mean, sure, you may have a decent career, but it'll probably be cut short at one point or another. Or if you're just a fighter who's just going to rely solely on their athleticism to win fights and stuff like that, then you're going to find yourself maybe with a short career as well. You know, Erislandy Lara is a very cerebral fighter, which is what I like. You know, there's a reason for everything he does in the ring, and that's something I can appreciate. He doesn't waste punches. That's another thing I can appreciate. Because, you know, if you miss punching, if your punch doesn't connect with the target, then what happens is you get more tired. You know what I mean? And so you don't want that to happen with you during the fight. You know, and that's one thing I did notice about the Erislandy Lara tonight, is that he did kind of, I guess you can say towards the end he did get a little bit winded, but I still feel that, you know, he's still the best. He's still one of the best 154 pounders. The only people I think that would give him trouble at 154 pounds, I think, is Jason Rosario, because of the power factor. I think he may give Erislandy Lara problems, and probably Erickson Lubin, you know. But other than that, there ain't too many people giving him problems at 154. You know what I mean? But anyhow, man, it was a good win for Erislandy Lara. I mean, I kind of feel like he could have had him out of there, but perhaps he wanted to just get rounds. Due to the simple fact it's a pandemic, and due to the simple fact he probably doesn't know when the next fight will be. You know, and even that fight that he had was just kind of on like a short notice type thing. So yeah, man. What did y'all think of Lara tonight, man? Did y'all think he still showed like vintage Erislandy Lara, or do you guys feel like he needs to hang it up? Leave your thoughts and leave your comments and let me know what you think. I mean, you definitely can tell that the movement was a little bit more limited, but at the same time you have to understand that that he did go through like a couple of wars, you know what I mean? So other than that, that's really all I got. But anyhow, man, leave your thoughts and leave your comments. Foolish signing out. Inshallah.